we are all ready to talk about Liverpool 3, Tottenham Hotspurs 1.
Oh, what is that
Yeah,
Who's on the
abomination?
back? Who's on the back?
buddy.
Uh,
I just got
Nobody.
this. I just got this because we won the league last year, and I was like, I need that jersey just for the piss take. I just ordered it
so
like last minute.
so basically Mo Salah from the last 6 games.
Bruh!
Might be
You know
might be
what?
very valuable in
Basically,
30 years time, you know? They'd be like, "Remember when we won our last title?"
we're back, boys. We're winning it this year again. You heard it here first.
Whoa, whoa,
Ooh.
whoa,
Did,
whoa,
did,
whoa. All right, just because
No,
you beat a small team, let's
I'm
calm
just, I'm
down
just, I'm
now.
just
didn't you
kidding.
just say last week?
I'd rather not get carried away, because we have no center backs, so
All right.
we have no senior center back, so
Yeah, but
there's
what
that.
is what is this thing with Klopp where he
Center
doesn't
backs
like to
look good
play
today.
defenders in defense? Like most teams, whenever they get, center back injuries or whatever, they tend to usually play their fullbacks in
Fullbacks.
defense, like
Yeah.
center backs. Yeah, like Liverpool signed that Greek guy. What's his name?
Simicast,
Tuniskas? Yeah, that
Simicast.
Yeah,
guy.
why
He's
isn't he
been
playing?
injured.
Why doesn't he play?
Man, you want him to play center back? He's about 5'7" tall. He is weak as hell, and he can't jump. All he has is pace.
Robertson can play center back and he can play
Yeah,
left
he
back.
could. Yeah, he could, but clearly Klopp doesn't trust
No, I think he's
Robertson at
injured.
center back. Who, Simicast?
Yeah, he's injured.
I mean, I don't know. I
At
don't know
least
if he
on
He was
was
on
on
the
the
bench
bench or
fantasy.
today.
not.
Okay, but he has been injured because he's been injured on Fantasy Premier League for quite a while.
Okay,
But,
yeah, then you know
So
what? He's probably
I
injured
would
then.
just assume he's injured. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been injured ever
but
since we
honestly, man,
bought him for
even
11 mil.
but honestly, man, even then, Liverpool looked defensively sound today. They seemed all right, other than and the goal that Spurs scored, it was a one-off.
It was a
Other than
freaking
that,
thunder rocket, man.
exactly. Other
I
than
mean,
that,
I
they didn't
think
look that
listen.
threatening to me. Other than that one time where Son finished his chance, but it
Man,
was ruled offside anyway.
that's because you know what? Matip was playing. If Matip wasn't playing and Phillips started the game, Son would have burned him like no tomorrow, man.
I
Spurs would have
agree
been
with that.
spamming those long balls. Spurs would have been spamming those long balls into like Nat Phillips's area, and Son would have been scoring goals left, right, and center. Even Kane.
I felt as
So
though a lot of those long balls felt a bit off though. Like the final delivery, it seemed to lack a bit. Son would be making those runs and nobody would be able to find him, even though those looked like simple passes. If Watson maybes, man, at the end of the day, it's another club victory against Mourinho. His record against him is
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
becoming a
think
bit of a joke now.
I
No,
don't think any
before we
top
get
six
into
manager
that,
has a good
yeah.
record against Klopp though. So
That's true, but before we get into that, looking over the two times that Spurs have played Liverpool, you can't really completely fault Mourinho. He's got whatever he's set out to do
yeah,
with his
exactly.
players. I mean, that Tottenham defense today, it is probably
But
the worst in top six easily. It's the worst
man,
defense.
honestly, Jose Mourinho got it wrong today
But
with the team he selected. He got
How
it so
how
wrong
how do how do you get it wrong
because first of all he
when
has
Rodon is like passing the ball to Mane to finish, every single over the top ball, every
uh,
single ball,
I'll
Aurier
tell you
and
why.
Davis, all of them, every single time they're being caught out of position.
I'll
It
tell you
was
why. You know
too
why?
easy. No,
Because
it's not that Mourinho
no,
got it
no,
wrong. That's just
hold
bad
on.
performance by the
No, no, no,
defenders.
no. That's fine, but the thing
wait a
is, hold on.
minute.
Alderweireld
Yeah.
and Davis and Sanchez were on the bench. Let me just tell you that
Oh
first of all.
my God, Ali! Listen,
So
if you're
Mourinho got it wrong there. Also, Ben
ancient,
Davis.
have you seen Davinson Sanchez play? Man,
That
what world do you live in?
Man, look,
It's
okay,
not
look, he's not
2016
that good.
anymore.
I know that's fine. Look, he's not that good, but he could probably do better than Eric Dyer. Did you see Eric Dyer today? He was
Listen,
literally Dyer, no pun intended.
Eric, I agree. Eric Dyer is he's.
Even
I don't think he's a top six quality footballer in my
even for
opinion.
Liverpool's second goal, he was the one that gave the
Yes,
ball
he
away,
gave it
intercepted
away.
it.
Right.
Yeah,
So you're saying Mourinho got it wrong because of the personnel he chose, right? That's what you're saying,
yeah, because
right?
first of all,
When
also
listen,
Ben Davis isn't a
what
center
is
back
it, you
either.
think? Do you think? Yes. Do you think Mourinho is dumb that like he's putting these players in these positions? Have I because you haven't watched Tottenham play, you haven't seen the mistakes
Look, the thing is,
Alderweireld has made.
yes,
That
that's
guy has
fine,
been a clown, okay,
but
to the say
I
very
was
least.
I was
Davison
watching.
Sanchez hadn't been good since 2018.
Yeah, yeah,
So
but I was.
please
I've
don't
been
say like,
I've
oh,
been
why is he
watching.
playing Eric Dyer? He's playing Eric Dyer because he has no choice. Why do you
What do
think
you-
Harry Winks
man.
is? Why do you think Harry Winks is still playing in 2021? Because
Man,
who
the
else is
thing
he
is,
supposed to bring on?
dude, the thing is, I was watching this live watch along between James Redmond, this Liverpool fan, and Expressions, he's a Spurs fan, and even Expressions, like the Spurs fan, he was like, "Why is Dyer starting? Why isn't Alderweireld starting? Why isn't like
Because
even
listen, I
after,
don't know who
even
that guy is, but if he's living in 2018, he's probably
also
right. In
Matt
2021,
Doherty? Hold on, Matt Mourinho was better off playing Sissoko at right mid than Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty is shit. Let's be honest.
he was playing left mid. Yeah, okay, he's playing as a
He was
left
playing,
wing back. He was playing as a
yeah,
left wing back.
yeah.
I
So
understand. You
Marcus
you might
Alonso
that's
position.
like a position you might want to question
he could
Mourinho
have
on.
he could have easily played Ben Davies at the left mid position. He could have played or he could have brought off Aurier
No,
because that's what he brought off
but
Aurier for
but
Sissoko.
coming to Mourinho's defense here, it's not just this game where he's done that. Like so many games this season, Ben Davis, especially for the past few games,
Yeah, he's
has
played
been
center back.
starting in that left center back position,
Yeah.
whereas Reguilon has been the one on the wing or whatever.
Honestly, I haven't been watching them enough, but this is the first time I've personally seen Ben Davies at center back because
Yeah,
Reguilon
well, that
because
clearly
usually
shows you've
because
not been watching the games.
because
So you don't get to
Jose Mourinho.
if you
No, no,
haven't
no.
been
Hold on. No. Look.
if
Because
you haven't been watching
Jose
them, you
Mourinho,
can't say it's his
man,
fault, you know?
man, I've been watching them like a few times.
He does
I,
like bear a
obviously,
bit
I'm
of
not gonna watch.
responsibility though.
Obviously, I'm not gonna watch every single game, but every single time I watched Jose play, most of the time he's played a four back with Ben Davies at left back, or he rotates Reguilon sometimes against the
Yeah,
shitty teams.
listen, he's been no, Regulon's actually been his go-to guy, and like Davis has been the guy where he
Also,
wants to shut up
at
shop.
halftime, he brought off Kane, right, because he got injured, and he brought on Eric Lamela for him, right?
Yeah.
He has Carlos Vinicius. He's been okay. Look, you guys are gonna laugh, but listen to me, okay? Tottenham need a proper man. Did you see them without a proper number 9? It doesn't matter if he's shit, if he's whatever, but they should have had a proper number 9. So Jose did get it wrong when you brought on Lamela. Lamela
Listen,
played
man,
like shit.
I just don't think they performed well today.
They
Who?
went
They
they went
other
playing from 4-4-2 or
they
like 3-4-3.
Who Spurs?
Yeah, to
yeah, I just don't think they
to
performed well today.
3-6-1.
Man, Spurs.
Defense,
They started the game off
defense,
well.
midfield, or attack.
No, their
No.
midfield, Hoiberg and Ndombele
No.
were tanks. They were amazing.
They were
Listen,
great.
until Kane.
Don't get me
because
wrong.
since Kane drops back,
Yeah.
Spurs were immense in the midfield
Yeah. They
until
were
Kane
really good.
because he virtually plays as a number 10 when he's
Yeah,
on the
he plays
pitch.
as a center forward
Now
pretty good.
nowadays or like a false
Yeah.
nine. He's been dropping back under Mourinho, especially this season. So when he's there, he really reinforces the midfield. He presses, Thiago and all these guys. He was in their faces until Kane was on the pitch. Kane goes off the pitch, there is a vacancy. That's why, what's it called? Mourinho brings on Lamela and Winks because Mourinho knows that like these guys aren't gonna play, and that's why Son also pushes up into this middle part. Son was playing as the number 9. I know he's not a number 9, okay, but saying Carlos Vinicius or Gareth Bale should play that position is equivalent of saying Sissoko should have been playing left back.
Man, in my opinion,
It doesn't make sense.
A proper number 9 would have done a way better job in the attack for Spurs than Eric Lamela.
Listen,
Most likely.
there's a point. There's a point of bringing a proper number 9 if he had one. Okay, Carlos Vinicius can only score against third division teams.
Man,
Alright.
that's,
No, but-
yeah, but the
but
thing
no,
is,
he
if you
he's
if you're
not
talking,
that quality. He's
man,
not
it
that
doesn't-
quality.
man,
To
he's
come to Ali's defense, like Lamela was not the only option he could have brought on. Why not Lucas Moura?
yeah, he had Lucas. Man,
He's
Lucas Moura was shaking
been
his
not
head.
good this season. He's not.
Man,
Listen,
Okay,
There's no way
doesn't
he's been
matter,
any worse
man.
than Lamela. I mean, who is
okay,
Lamela?
listen. That's a personal choice again. All right.
Man, Mane,
these
Salah,
are
Firmino-
very ifs and buts. Like Lucas Moura probably could have come on and done the same job. Lucas Moura's not a
Yeah,
team player. Lucas Moura
probably-
is an individual player, and that's why he doesn't play. It's
Yeah,
very
but-
clear. Lucas
man,
Moura is a ball carrier on the wing. He loses the ball, and there's nothing that Mourinho hits more than that. Losing the ball for selfish personal reasons.
That's fine, but he's chasing the game right now, and he needs attackers, man. Eric Lamela, yeah, you know what? He's a creative player, but he's not a goal scorer. Lucas Moura is still a better goal scorer than Eric Lamela. And once you go like 2-1 down, he should have just been like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna throw
Just
my,
go
yeah, toes in
all
the
out.
prom
Yeah.
and go all out and freaking.
Especially, at the time the Liverpool goal came. I mean, just before halftime.
Oh yeah,
If
that
there was a
was
time for Mourinho to go like all out attack, it would have been, straight after the second half, like as soon as the second half began, and they conceded straight away. So at 2-0
That's
down, you
because
you try to change up
listen,
everything.
It's just
may
not
not
his style,
know.
though, right?
yeah. That's the thing. It's not his style. But in
Apart
all
from this
honesty,
cliche stuff, all right, Mourinho's defensive whatnot. Before we even get into that, the Spurs didn't even have a chance. Liverpool started the second half very
yeah,
well.
yeah, they
They
came
were
off.
they were better
Yeah,
at the
that's
start of the
true.
second half, like
Yeah,
they were in throughout the whole game. All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
By
yeah,
first
miles.
attack, Liverpool could have scored. All
yeah,
right,
yeah. They could have.
so at that time, no matter what tactics your coach has told you, it all hits the fan. You really don't have any more control on the game.
Man, that Kane injury just ruined everything for Mourinho. Because even at 2-0, like the game was still on because freaking Liverpool had no center backs, you know?
Yeah,
So, man, especially, look, in all honesty, I wasn't even confident before the game started. I thought Jose Mourinho's going to shithouse his way to a 1-0 victory and he's going to pump his chest and do his thing, you know? But I don't know. Liverpool just came off banging, and today, like their intricate plays. Oh, Thiago playing as an eight today was such a huge difference. Oh my God, Genie as a six was amazing, man. Because that's what Genie is. He's a number six. He can play in the attack.
I want to know. I want to know your thoughts about Thiago only showing up in the second half.
No, no, no. Okay, yeah, Thiago had a rough first half. Yeah, he
After,
had
like I mentioned, when Kane left, there was a vacancy in the midfield, and Thiago showed up. There
man, even
weren't
in the
there
first
weren't
half.
two men pressing him anymore. There was
Yeah,
only
yeah, yeah.
just one, and that
That's
was
true.
Harry
But
Winks.
but
I,
the
I
thing
saw a
Alright.
is,
tweet. I saw a tweet that really summed up Thiago's first half, and it was Thiago tackles the way I tackle in FIFA when I'm down 5
Yeah.
nil
man, one thing that pisses me off about Thiago is that like he just tackles for no reason. Even against Southampton, he just
He's not
tackles.
great off.
Yeah.
He's
He,
not great off the ball, is he?
I'm gonna. He's good off the ball. He's just not a good tackler. That's it.
Mm.
His light tackling is rough. He can intercept the ball really well. Like he lacks a little bit of pace and physicality, but he's decent in the air and that. But obviously he's not gonna be a Paul Pogba. That's not his
He
job
had
or
he
his
had a couple
personnel.
of shots today as well,
Yeah,
which I would equate to me playing in AstroTurf and hitting it outside the AstroTurf net.
look.
Yeah,
Point
but
is, he
he's
made
not
a
renowned for
difference.
scoring those bangers anyway. That's not his job. That's not part of
Neither
his
is
skill
Højbjerg.
set to score from
Huh?
outside the box.
Neither is
Sorry?
Højbjerg.
Okay, no. The
That's
Hoiberg
But that was just like
still
one
has a
of
decent shot
those,
on
you
it, man.
know. It was just like one of those. It was very similar to the Firmino header. It was like, wow, a header from the heavens. And that was also just like a shot from the heavens.
Yeah.
Everything just matched for it to
No, no.
just go
I want
in.
to I want to
Like,
bring to
yeah.
your attention Ndombele for that goal. The way he was just blocking off Milner. I mean, that was
Oh yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
If
Miller
Milner
easily could
had
have
gotten
blocked that.
Milner would have gotten to the ball first, by the way. Like if it
Man,
wasn't for Ndombele, that guy is so
speaking
Great
of
good.
player.
James Milner,
he shouldn't be playing for Spurs. And Dumbly
yeah,
shouldn't be
yeah,
playing
he,
for
he should be playing for Liverpool
Spurs,
still.
man. He's too
But
good for them.
that's none of my business. Man, I do want to talk about James the Goat Milner, you know. James, this guy's 36. This guy's 36 years old, right? Oh my God, man. This guy was getting stuck in
He's a
like no
tank.
tomorrow. He was so
He's a
good.
tank.
Oh man, I was so impressed by him. I thought Milner starting in midfield, we're finito, you know. We are finished. We are done and dusted. We
I,
are
I
like,
think it's like
I
one
thought the
of the
same
better
thing.
games he's had in over like 2 years.
man, even against United in the FA Cup, he was so good.
He was good, to be honest.
Man, I don't know what happened to him today, but he was a man possessed. He was diving into tackles. He was like shoving players off the ball. Oh, beautiful.
No, but like with
Just to
Milner,
go
you
back on Harry
know,
Kane, boys. Just quickly, sorry guys. Is Harry Kane injured then? Because if Harry
Yeah,
Kane is injured and it's long term, that's Spurs finito, bro.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
Spurs is
Spurs
probably
Yeah,
halas.
finito,
I
man.
think
Bye bye.
Mourinho knows it
They're
as
finished.
well.
Yeah, you could see by his face.
I mean,
Also,
he was almost
he
in tears
knows.
when Harry
Yeah,
Kane
yeah, yeah.
went
Because he
down in the
knows.
13th minute. Like Mourinho's face, started to break, like when
Yeah,
you tell a kid that he can't have candy. He was
exactly.
like,
Yeah, he was
he was like, that's
he's
it.
finished. Yeah,
And
Because he knows the quality of his team is dependent on his strikers, and if Harry
Kane and
definitely.
Son.
Kane is out, then khalas, bye bye. You know.
Exactly.
I
That's
mean, there
pretty
are
much
only
it.
a handful of
So
quality players in the Spurs side. Uh, Kane, Son, Højbjerg, and Dombele, uh, and that's it.
Regulon is good, but he's injured.
Reguilon's still
but
a
at the same
kid.
time, that was
He's not.
mm,
I mean, he's still a
Man, but he's so
development.
good. But
He's
he's so
good,
good.
he is
but
pretty
he's
good.
defensively questionable.
Yeah, but
Getting turned around by the likes of Aspilicueta. It really doesn't.
I mean, that'll come with experience. But at least he's talented. He has quality.
I mean,
At least there's
he has
that.
promise. He has promise. But like, listen, for a team trying to like go for top four, just having four quality players or five quality players just doesn't
It's
cut
not
it.
good enough. Yeah,
It doesn't cut it.
100%.
And like given the fact that you have to play like a fullback at center back, you have to play a failed midfielder at center back. Just shows you how it goes. And playing Rodon, some guy
Okay,
coming through.
look. Joe Rodon, however you say his name, man, he had a good game up until that mistake he made against Mane.
He had
He,
one
he
good
made a
tackle. He had one good tackle.
man, but he was
Ali,
still
he had
solid.
one good
He was
tackle.
still solid, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
that
like
one good
until
tackle.
man,
but the
you can't just cherry pick. Cause overall he was playing decent. Like there was nothing you could say. You could look at him and be like, okay, you know what, he's having a shit day.
All right.
Like, overall, he was
Now
solid
let
up
me
until
ask
that
you.
mistake.
Now let me ask you. How many times did Mane get in behind?
Okay, he got in behind quite a few
Which
times.
side?
But
Which side did he get
was-
in behind from?
I'm pretty sure it was Rodon, but Aurier was there as well.
Aurier's playing to the touchline. Or
Yeah.
when you play three at the back, Aurier's not the
fine.
primary responsible. Like
Yeah.
Aurier shouldn't even be there. Aurier should stay out wide when you're playing five at the back. All
Man,
right.
that's fine. That's fine. But he's still supposed to come back and help him. But the thing is, you are right. Like Mane did have his number a lot of the times, but like when it's 0-0, like everything is papered. But
that's
that
what Mane
mistake was
does
huge.
anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's
He does that to
papered,
a lot
but
of
like,
center backs though.
all right, it's papered for us fans. It's papered for the analysis and how we feel about the game. All right.
Yeah.
But when you're on that pitch and you've shat your pants like 5 times already, it doesn't help you, and it doesn't help your teammates. You watch him how many times he fell so deep that he played everyone on.
Yeah,
You should watch him.
His
He
his
fell
yeah,
so
that's
deep.
true. That's true.
He
His-
had no confidence in today's game, and
his
listen, he's
positioning
still
was
young
off
and
in
whatever.
terms of his offside.
This
He
was
was
a
a
game out of
cheap-
his depth anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, like,
Exactly.
so
It's not. You can't even blame the guy.
I don't
You know,
even blame
he's
him.
still
Like,
finding his trade. He shouldn't be thrown out in the deep end.
he's still very young as well. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he I think he was signed from like Swansea or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's signed from like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
championship
yeah.
side.
Also, Trent Alexander-Arnold, what a performance! Defensively
Before-
solid.
He was very
Before we
good.
talk
Alright.
about his attacking prowess, let's talk about his defending today, okay? Because
He was
people
very
love
good.
to shit on him when he has a bad defensive game, but today, oh
He
my
had a
god,
he had a very
Insane.
good.
He had a good game.
he was. And man, the like, I was watching. I've been watching every Liverpool game. Like you can tell a player's like confidence level, but just by looking at his face. Today, you can see it in his eyes. He was feeling it
Yeah.
right off the bat. He was feeling it.
From
I don't
minute
know
one,
what it is.
he was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good. Yeah.
It was. You could tell by his face. But to be honest,
Great
Firmino,
strike. Yeah.
yeah, great strike. And Firmino started off the game brilliantly. Mane should have scored that first chance. I
I
don't know how he
think
missed.
personally, I
Yeah.
think for me the man of the match was Firmino.
Yeah,
For
I would have
me,
probably given
I
it to
think-
Firmino as well, but
Back at his
Who was the
Best
official
today, yeah.
man of the match?
Trent.
Trent.
Yeah, Trent.
For me, I still think it's Firmino. Because
Firmino, oh my god, what a performance!
like I think Trent did like amazingly defensively, and especially with that goal. But Firmino, the way he carried the game out, like
man, he was
I think
immense.
this was 2018 Firmino. all
Yeah,
over again.
100%. He was.
2018
Oh
Firmino.
my god, he was so good.
I don't know
So,
if
so good.
Spurs and Mourinho are like rejuvenating his season, given the shaky start he had. But
They're doing
Yeah,
a fra-
he only
Just
scored
a
against
Lampard
quick
to
Spurs.
thought
Arsenal.
Trent's game, was it due to the fact that Trent was so good, or was it also due to the fact that, Doherty was playing in the left wing back position where he's not used
Obviously,
to
And
cutting on his right foot? I mean, Trent could see, or any player for that matter, could see what he's gonna do from like a mile away, you know?
obviously, it's a give and take, right? When one player does well, obviously, a part of the reason why he does well is because opposition player
yeah,
wasn't up to par. But you
yeah.
still have to give credit to the player that performed.
He still needs to do
D-
what he has to do. It's not like
Exactly.
he's gonna
Do you
tell
guys think
Doherty to
if
switch with the other guy and like give me a tougher competition.
yeah, no,
I
do you
mean,
guys think
yeah, you have to do
if
what's faced
Reguilon
in
had
front of you.
played today,
What?
if Reguilon had
Mm.
played today, would Trent have had such a good game, or did again
Uh,
Mourinho get it wrong there as well?
I
I
don't
still
know.
think
Maybe not.
so. I
I
still
mean,
think
Reguilon is
so.
injured, so
He
Mourinho
seemed
didn't get
on
it
it
wrong over
today.
there. Yeah, Trent was on it today,
It
man. He
just
was
seemed like
feeling
he was
it.
on it today.
The thing
Yeah.
about Regulon is that you can make like he's faster and he's better on the ball,
Yeah,
but Regulon is
Mm.
can leave defenses, can leave a shaky defense behind, which would have played into Trent's hands.
Exactly.
yeah,
So
one hundred
it could
percent.
have been he could have had an even better game, or given that Regulon is a better attacker,
Yeah, Trent would have had to stay back a
Trent would have
bit.
had to stay back. So
Yeah,
going in the line of ifs and buts of like, oh, if this guy should have played or if that guy plays, I don't think it's a very clear cut case unless
I
if you know
would,
someone of much better quality,
Mm.
like clear
I would,
cut
I
better
would, yeah.
quality is being benched.
I'd
yeah,
just
it
like to
is.
add one more fact. Trent almost did mess it up for Liverpool by playing Son onside.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah. He got
Almost,
lucky. He got
Mm.
almost.
away.
If
He
Son
did.
you
scored
looked at it the
that,
first
yeah,
time and you
Oh, he
thought, oh,
got
yeah.
that's
so lucky.
straight offside, but then they
Yeah,
showed
yeah,
a
yeah.
replay and Trent is almost just
Almost,
keeping
yeah,
him
yeah.
on.
He
Yeah.
got away with one. That's the thing, man. Like today, it was Liverpool's day. After so long, there was like they got a little lucky today with that offside. They got lucky with Joe Rodon's
Mm,
mistake.
mm.
Obviously Liverpool played really well, but you need a little bit of
Yeah,
luck,
no.
man.
Oh, for
Every
You
team
need
sure.
who's
it.
going through a bad spell like that need luck,
You
and
need it.
Liverpool needed
Yeah.
it more than ever, and they
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
But to be
exactly.
honest, they had to work for that luck. It's not like
Yeah,
they just
man.
got lucky full
They
stop.
worked their ass off. They
They
worked so
deserve that
hard.
win today.
Also, man,
Yeah, they definitely deserved
one
it.
thing to note with Thiago playing as an eight today was the fact that Liverpool weren't spamming crosses today. Robertson was almost invisible in the attack. Everything
Mm.
was like coming down the right or coming through the middle. And one thing I did notice was that Trent wasn't on the touchline today. He was playing more centrally. That's why
More
he got the
centrally.
chance to. Yeah, that's why he got the chance to score that goal because he was in a central position. He was
Also, when he
cutting
was
in.
overlapping, at a lot of the times, he wasn't just overlapping around the defender; he was actually coming
Exactly.
inwards as well,
Exactly.
which
Exactly.
I would like personally. Like we all talk about. Not all of us have mentioned how good he is on the ball,
Oh my
finding
God,
passes
he's so
and
good.
his
Yeah,
intricate touches. And
yeah,
and I've always felt like as a football fan, I would like for him to play more
more
centrally.
centrally. Yeah,
And at that time, it almost when what's it called? Milner drops back to make a back three. It's almost
exactly.
like at that time they're playing a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3.
Yeah, that's the thing. So do you think, in your opinion, in the future, Trent should move to center mid? What do you think? Or do you think he should play the role he played today, pretty much?
Who'll replace him at right back though?
I mean, we could sign someone, and honestly, this might sound a little funny, but Nico Williams has been solid every time he's played.
He's been solid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Pop can nurture him if he wants to, but if it's working right now, I don't know what you guys think. If Trent should move into midfield in the future,
Yeah.
what do you
The
guys
thing,
think?
the
The
thing
thing
is,
is, okay, go
the
on.
It'd be
thing is,
interesting.
everyone's been talking about Trent moving into midfield since like
Yeah,
2017
Two
now.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
seasons
yeah.
now. Yeah,
2021.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
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 It's been 4 years. Like, when's
The
he gonna
thing
do
Is
it?
it
is,
gonna
How old is he
happen or
already?
not?
22 or
it's
something?
not. Listen,
Yeah.
Trent is one-sided. All right, he's very one-sided, and
Yeah.
at a
Yeah. Yeah.
midfielder, like even if you start at the right side or if you start at the left side, you find yourself in positions all over the pitch.
That's true.
Secondly, when Trent plays at right back, there's a certain level of intensity he can exert and get on with it. He can
Yeah,
just pick up the ball and run with it, make those overlapping runs.
in
As a
midfield, it's a bit
midfielder,
dangerous.
You have
Yeah,
to be very
your
disciplined, man. Yeah.
positioning, when to make those decisions is very very delicate, or else you can like negatively affect your
Mess up
team.
the whole
Yeah,
formation
exactly.
of the team.
Yeah,
exactly,
Yeah.
and
that's
be
true.
countered. So
Yeah, he does have
Exactly.
freedom on the right hand side, especially today with Milner dropping back, and then when Henderson plays in that CM, he covers for Trent a lot of these times as well.
Yeah.
They had a
Even
lot of protection. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah, even pretty much everyone today in Liverpool had an amazing game. Jordan Henderson in center back, he made that long through ball to Mane when he squared it to Firmino.
Yeah.
Even Nat Phillips, he came on, he did his thing. Matip was solid. He's the reason why the game was 0-0 in my opinion in the first
Yeah.
half.
No, definitely.
He marshaled Son and Kane so well, man.
I think
Yeah.
if Matip hadn't gone off, right? I think he was another candidate for man of the
Yeah,
match
he
for
could have been man of
how
the match
good
as
he was.
well.
Mm.
Um,
100%.
like he carried, like he stabilized the Liverpool defense when Spurs
Yeah.
were like hot when Kane was on the pitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like in the first half, I would say Spurs had three chances that on their day they could have scored. All right,
Yeah.
including the one
Easily.
that was offside. All right,
Yeah.
and on their day that's 3-0. But with Matip being there, it's and with like VAR, it remained 0-0.
Yeah.
And if I think if it just was Henderson and I don't know Fabinho or one of the other midfielders playing in that position, it would have hurt them.
Maybe I don't know about that because Henderson and Fabinho had a solid game against Manchester United as well. I'm
Did
pretty
Fabinho
sure he
have a
played.
solid game against Manchester United?
Yeah. He had a
He
Ricky
didn't look
can
like that
probably.
to me.
He did, man. He did.
Mm,
He. There was a lot of times where he like caught up to Rashford on the counter and all that stuff. He
Who
was
who
he was
did? Who
pretty
did?
good.
Sorry, who are you talking
I'm not
about?
talking about
Fabinho.
the FA Cup game, by the way. I'm talking about the league
I'm.
game.
Oh, league game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about
Which
the
one?
league game.
I was talking
Who?
about the FA
United
Cup.
v Liverpool.
Yeah, who are you guys talking
Henderson.
about? Which player?
United. Fabinho.
Oh, Fabinho.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Fabinho had a
talking
good
about
game.
the
Yeah, but
cup
now,
game.
No, FA Cup, he
but the
was
sit-
okay.
but the situation
You're
now
being
is that
kind.
now both Fabinho and Matip are probably injured. So what
Yep.
happens now?
Now we play
You know,
Henderson
like who do
and
you guys have as
Phillips.
center back? That
Not
Reece Williams
Phillips.
guy?
No, he's not gonna play,
Oh,
especially against West Ham. No chance he plays. Man, I want to wake up tomorrow with FSG signing a center back. Otherwise, I'm starting the FSG out brigade. You know how AFTV came out with those banners and shit for
Yeah.
Wenger. It's that's what it sounds
yeah,
like, man. Like, how can you not back someone who's coming to a
done
managerial
so
job
much. Yeah.
and he's won you the Champions League and Premier League with such a shit squad initially, and he's turned them into world beaters? And how can you not back him, man, when he needs it the most? It makes no sense. I don't
Especially
get it.
it's kind of like a critical point for Klopp, right? If he doesn't get backing right now, with such a fatigued squad, that
Exactly.
the players that he's been running with like 3-4 years now, it could all disintegrate like right away, and then
It could.
people will lay the blame on Klopp because managers tend to be the scapegoat.
Exactly. Even though it's not going to be his fault.